Okay, so we're going to look at multiplying and dividing fractions again, but this time we're going to throw some negatives and some mixed numbers in. It's very straightforward, multiplying and dividing compared to addition and subtraction, as we've mentioned, because of the rules, and the rules always apply. So let's just write those up again just to remind ourselves. If we've got a positive multiplied by a positive, or a positive divided by a positive, our answer is always going to be positive. If we've got a positive multiplied by a negative, or a positive divided by a negative, our answer is always going to be negative. And then let's just put those the other way round. Negative times positive, negative divided by positive is negative. And then negative times negative, or negative divided by negative, is going to be positive. The only difference with that is when you've got more than two numbers, which is what Jordell asked about the other day. And remember, we said that if you've got
an odd amount of negatives, it's going to be negative.
That's right. If you've got an odd amount of negatives, so say you've got -6 times -1 times -2, because you've got three negatives, you're going to end up with a negative. If we added another negative in there, it would be an even number, so it would be positive. And then if we added another negative in, it would go back to being negative again, because there's 5 numbers. Okay? But we're only going to be multiplying 2 fractions. So if you can multiply and divide, which you can, the only extra thing to think about is what's the sign telling me to do. And often I just think about that before I even begin to do the calculation, so that I know what my answer is going to be. So let's have a look. We'll have -3/7 multiplied by positive 2/8. No, 2/5, say. Okay. Now we know straight away, don't we? We've got a negative times a positive. What is my answer going to be?
Negative.
Negative. That's right. So it's going to be negative. So put the sign there before you even begin, and then you know you've dealt with it. Then you can. We are multiplying, remember? So we don't need to find a new denominator or anything like that. What we can do is we can cross cancel. Can we in this case? No. So we do 3 times 2, which is 6, and 7 times 5, which is 35. So the answer is -6/35. So is everyone kind of fairly happy with that? Yeah. Okay, we'll just do one with a mixed numeral then. We'll have 2 and a third, sorry, -2 and a third divided by 3 and a quarter. Okay, so again, negative and a positive. My answer is going to be negative, isn't it? So even if you just write down here sort of neg, so you know that you're going to remember, because obviously we've got a fair few lines of working for this one. What do I need to do first of all with both of those fractions? Make them into improper fractions, that's right. So -7/3 divided by 13/4. So what do I do then?
You would cross cancel, but you can't.
Yeah. Before we cross cancel, what do I need to do? Find the reciprocal, that's right. So it's -7/3 multiplied by 4/13. Can't cross cancel now anyway. There are no common factors of either of them. So our answer is -28/39. Okay? Everyone happy with that? Okay. So all I want you to tell me now then is whether the answer is going to be positive or negative. Okay. 1/3 multiplied by -2/3 multiplied by -6.
Positive.
Positive, that's right. 6/8 multiplied by -2/5.
Negative.
Okay. 2.5 multiplied by 2.5.
Positive.
Positive. Okay, great. Stop that then.